guys, welcome back to my channel. Now we are doing the Baddies West Reunion. It's a lot to get unpacked for tonight for episode 1, so let's get into it. So it starts off as everyone showing up to the location in LA, I believe. And, everybody's pulling up in their SUVs with the police in front. And they're coming for the reunion. Now, most girls they have their makeup done. Some girls do, some girls don't. So everyone's pulling up while they're setting up the, where they're going to be sitting at, the set and everything, which they do every year. So, as everyone's coming on to set, most girls, they start showing them going into their own trailers. So we thought. So I guess they go into their own trailers to get everything done. And so Rolly shows up first, and she has her trailer. And then the girls start coming in with their trailers and starting to get dressed. I guess they go to different trailers to get their hair done and stuff. So we see the scene where it's Kat, it's Rolly, and Lo. And, as it come on, they're asking, who's everybody's issue, what they've been up to. And Kat decided to say that her issue was that people was making it seem like she was, a babysitter for the young girls. And then we go into the next trailer. We see Stunner, and then we see DJ Sky Baby, whatever she call herself. And they all saying who all they had an issue with. And then DJ Sky basically said her and Biggie had a hotel together. And they saw each other. Everybody sitting down talking about their issue. And then Stunner Girl say, I never told her, to be around me or anything. She's speaking of Kat, but a lot of people took it that way. And then they switch over to Scotty and Natalie. And I guess Scotty is in Natalie trailer. And they now, chiefing up, doing their thing. And Natalie asks her, well, who did you have an issue with that you wanted to see? And she said Razor, but it seems like Razor is not here. I understand why she got an issue with Razor, but I guess Scotty paid it, dust and be like, well, she ain't here. Ain't no need for me and her to get into this beef. I mean, if we see each other, we see each other. It is what it is. So it goes back to Rolly and Lo, and, Kat was expressing, getting off her chest about how everything was done. And, like Rolly and Lo said, like everybody knew what she was doing for her. The only people that tried to sit here and jump on her bandwagons was Tommy and Biggie, because Biggie wanted to be Tommy's friend so bad, and everybody was agreeing to the fact that Biggie really got aired out by Tommy. And then, we go back, and then, DJ Sky Baby said she got an issue with Rolly, and she don't know where it came from. Let's be clear. When I did the after show, we saw what happened. We seen DJ Sky Baby jump on a bandwagon with Stunner Girl about Rolly. So I guess she needed a friend, like Rolly said, because Krishan was not there. And then, Natalie comes and talks to Scott about how the girls are going to act, what the issue is. She says she still don't understand everybody's beef, because she understand her and Tommy beef, but she don't understand everybody else's beef of why it's so bad. Like, what was the purpose, for everyone to have all this animosity on Instagram or on social media? But then when they saw each other face to face, it was a different story. And I kind of agree with her, because certain girls clicked up with girls that did not even like each other that we saw in the house. And I'm still trying to get understanding myself what was the purpose of all of that. So everybody's saying who they want to see and what's going to happen and so on. So after Janisha get her hair done and makeup, she go and talk to Stevie J. She meets Stevie J and meet his son, little Stevie. And they sit down and have a conversation. She was like, he is off Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This time he's taking a different seat. So usually she's the good cop. He was like, I'll be kind of the bad cop. Said, I'll be kind of the bad cop, but I'm going to just, say how I feel. And he was like, he had his two favorites, which was, we know, Tommy and Natalie. I mean, he's going to still have love for Tommy because he knows Tommy. If you guys don't know, he was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta with Tommy. So, after that, he flirted with Janisha, honey. She paid the dust. She kept going. She was smiling, but it is what it is. So, Janisha's dress, everybody's dressing what they're going to have on. And Janisha sits down. She look good, honey, with that red, them heels, and that mullet. Killing it. And she gave us a flashback. And she, said all the girls and what's going to happen. Just usually doing Janisha, okay? So as she does that, she starts to introduce Stevie J. Now, what I loved about Janisha when she does reunions is she always say their resume, because people like to pay it like they don't have a resume or they're famous because of a certain person. And I like how she pulls out their resume. She put out how, Stevie J wrote for Diddy. He also wrote for Faith, Mariah Carey, Beyonce, Jay-Z. He wrote for a lot of people. Like, he has a real big resume. I mean, he was under a contract with Diddy for a very long time. So he knows everybody on the Bad Boy roster. And even everybody that hung around Rockefeller, all of them, he knows them. Even though we know him as Johnson's boyfriend and, Mimi as man, baby daddy, okay? But he has a resume. And so, as he go out there, he sits down, they have a conversation. And he's like, what he want to see. He said, hopefully, like I said, everybody has communication. So then they decide to bring out the girls. They brought out Natalie, Rolly, and Scotty first. Baby, when Stevie J seen Scotty, he started flirting like it was nothing. Honey flirted with her, told her she looks beautiful, she looked gorgeous, she killing that blue. He liked that smiling, talking some being what they used to call themselves on Love and Hip Hop, him, Rich, and Cisco, and Peter Guns, Sleaze Boys, or some hot darn mess like that. But anyway, they sit down, talking, asking each other who they want to see, what the issue was, what they think the issue was. So, everybody was saying it, and Rolly started pulling back her hair. And then it was like, I just got this, ain't pulling nothing back. But let's go ahead and bring out who we bringing out next. Let's get this over with. So, after they was talking and just kikiing, I don't know what they had, but them three was lit for some reason. They was lit. Natalie drinking, Scotty drinking. I think Rolly had her drinking her weed. So she was just, everybody was lit. So, they was like, bring them out, let's talk, because everybody got something to say. Everybody said they want to pay to lose a fight. This is what Natalie said. Everybody said they got paid to lose a fight. Everybody said they got paid to win. They got folks calling me about this fight. Nah, I want to see who coming out so we can get this off our chest. So then they brought out Low London and Kat. So as they sit down, Janisha was like, you guys look good. You look gorgeous. And Natalie was like, yeah, the original BGCs and everything. And they was like, yeah. And they was like, basically, they started talking about the issues that they had and who they wanted to see. So Lo was like, I don't have a problem with nobody. I didn't come here to fight. I look too good. Kat was like, the only issue I have was people calling me a sitter because of somebody else. And I look good. I don't have an issue. I just want to have communication. And Steve was like, that's what I'm saying. We can have communication without everything else. So as everybody's talking, he asked Lo where she from, talking about she looks beautiful, she look good, as Stevie J always does. And her and Natalie was having a discussion, and she was saying she liked that Natalie does boss moves and she's doing boss things, because a lot of people didn't want to do a reboot of BGC, and Natalie was the only person that really came up with it, because BGC really stopped because the Claremont twins and Jayla had filed a lawsuit about their things. And then, he sat there flirted with Kat. He asked both of them where they're from. Lo say from Alabama. Kat say from Philly. And Natalie was like, yeah, like Philly, silly girl from Philly. So, and then Kat was like, people act like they don't know me. And then Rolly was like, well, I don't see how they don't know you. They must have been young, because I even know your season. I know every one of y'all season. Y'all are the originals. And that's true. I don't see how nobody knew Kat's season when Kat, man, anyway. So everybody's talking. So Janisha them asked about, everything they had going on and how everything's been treating them. And Lo say it has been good for business. They were just hanging with Glorilla and Glow. They were doing a lot of things. And a lot of the other girls were mad. Lo say she had something going on next year for the Virgin Islands for Carnival. And that's where Janisha is from. And Janisha was like, dang, you can't take me with you. Because Janisha don't, like, what y'all got to understand, she's not going to be able to go all the time. Nikki don't be able to go to Trinidad all the time. So they be booked and busy around them times. But when they get the chance to go, they go. Just like Spice and Shancy. They don't get to go to them things all the time. So when they go back home, that's what they do. Kat say her business. By the way, shout out to Kat having her yacht business in Tampa. Shout out to her. Shout out to the Tampa Bay area. But yeah, she has a lash thing on the yacht. Scotty's doing a lot of the things. Natalie net worth went up. She's still producing. Rolly, shout out to her for the Fashion Nova, endorsement and other endorsements as well. I'm proud of her because I just talked about that last time about the girls not having some. So congrats to her. And then after everybody said that, they brought Biggie out. So as they bring Biggie out, and Rolly was like, nah, they asked her, did she talk any junk on social media? And she said no. And Rolly said, you were like, yes, you did. You did on Bigo. And what was the purpose of that? She said, well, I get paid on Bigo. Bigo pay me a lot. I get paid on Bigo. And I just did that in another video about how these social medias are paying. But she said, I get paid on Bigo. Like, she acted scared when she got around the other girls. She has so much to say about them. Talk junk about Kat and everybody. So after that, they cut her off at the answer. Was everything good? She said she's doing good and everything. And then her and Natalie had a whole conversation. Kat wasn't finna let that go that everybody called her a sinner. She said her thing was she wanted to coach the young girls because of production, because they don't know. So Rolly was like, if it wasn't for Kat, if it wasn't for Lo, if it wasn't for Natalie, they would not be sitting there. And I agree. They are the original bad girls, including Tiara, Seven. It's a lot of them. Sarah, it's a lot of them. So, they have every right to feel that way, especially with Kat. And for people to say they don't know, Kat is a very disrespectful. So, they're sitting there talking, and Rolly, I guess Biggie said something about Bigo again, and Rolly was picking on her and Natalie. Just picking on her because she wasn't going to do nothing. And, Rolly said that regardless of what anything she has going on, Zeus going to always be home. Regardless of what she has going on outside of Zeus. So I'm glad that she did get more endorsement deals, because I believe besides her and Natalie and Kat and Lo, which respectfully, but besides the ones, I believe she deserved that the most. So after that, they brought out Stunner Girl, because everybody wanted the rest of the girls. Stunner Girl and DJ Sky. So Natalie didn't really care for it, because her thing is, these ain't the girls I want. I want Tommy. Scotty was like, I don't care for it. I want Razor. So as soon as they walked out and nobody sat down, these two had a vendetta. They was like, okay, we walk out. I get Biggie, you get Rolly, because as you know, DJ Sky High came with some Alfredo sauce, and I don't see that in her hand that she trying to claim to throw at Rolly because of the legendary Jerry Springer, because nobody know what she do for real. So as soon as they walked out, Biggie ran up, her and Stunner started fighting, and Stunner got her by the hair. Then as soon as DJ Sky seen that, Rolly already knew what time it was. Rolly got up, and I don't know what DJ Sky called herself, running, trying to jump on Rolly. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. As soon as she ran up on Rolly, DJ Sky Baby tried to clock Rolly, but she didn't get her. Rolly knocked her down. You see, she trying to kick her right now, okay? Y'all see that? She tried to high kick her like, what's that boy name that was on Bad Boys? Texas. The one I was just talking about him. Ra tried to kick at the little Miami boy. Wagwan, yeah. Jamaica boy all the time. He probably not. But no shade. No shade. She tried to kick at Rolly. That ain't even fly. Now, a lot of people were saying that they believe DJ Sky Baby got knocked out. I believed it too. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we finna move on to the next clip. And as soon as she did that, Rolly grabbed her foot and pushed her down. And was on top of her. She tried to swing at her and she couldn't get her. Now, she had, if you look at her face right here, we're going to do a little, look at this replay of her face right here. She like she doing something. That girl ain't did nothing. That girl got beat up twice trying to jump on Rolly. Beat up twice. So they broke it up. And Rolly was finna get to her again. She said, look at you looking stupid. She said, oh, I look stupid. Oh, yes, you look stupid. I don't know what her issue was with Rolly because Rolly never came at her. But I guess she wanted to be on the train of having somebody to fight because, to be honest to me, DJ Sky Baby had no storyline, no shade, and she wanted the attention. A lot of these girls, I even talked about it, talk crap about each other. But the only thing that Rolly said about DJ Sky was what is she's there for. Tommy said it. Stunner Girl said it about her too. Because they felt like she was a babysitter for Krishan. Everybody said it. But my purpose is, what was the purpose? I feel, okay, so this is how I feel about Reunion for the first part. I feel like we got a little, this is normal Zeus. A little waste of our time. We have to wait till next week, as usual, for the heat. And that's when they do the editing and start to kick off. I feel like Lo had no issue. Kat really didn't. Tommy had her issue with everybody. Rolly had her issue with Sky and Stunner Girl. She have an issue with Biggie too, but I guess that's water under the bridge. Scotty really had none but with Razor. And I feel like DJ Sky wanted to just jump on people just to come back for the next season. And like Rolly said, she let her know every time the girls would say something about her. About Natalie and being Natalie face just to secure a spot for the next season. And to be honest, like Natalie said, half of them girls are not coming back and she won't do business with half of them girls at all. And I think I know which half of those girls are. I'm not sure which ones, but I think I got a feeling of who's not coming back and who's coming back for Baddies East. So I'll let y'all know because she's going to drop it. I have a feeling Razor won't be there. DJ Sky, Krishan, and I'm not sure about Biggie, but I do know it's Stunner. It'll be Kat. Oh, and Tommy. Rolly, maybe. We don't know. We'll see because she got her own thing going on at this point.
Repeat itself. Move it along, bring it across.
Also, happy Mother's Day to my viewers. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys to my new subscribers. Like, comment, share, subscribe for more. And I will see you guys later.